Hello, welcome to Movies, Shows, and Stuff. My name is Frank, and we're here to talk about movies, shows, and stuff. I'm an aspiring filmmaker and screenwriter. I want to write movies and I want to make movies, and it's everything I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid. So I wanted to make a show where I could talk about the films or shows or stuff that I like because sincerely, my friends are tired of hearing me blab about stuff that I like. But here we are. For today, I wanted to do something a bit fun. The other day, I made a 30-day film challenge, but the video got deleted. So I found another different 30-day movie challenge, and I want to do that instead for this video. It's basically a 30-day challenge with different prompts or questions about movies, and you should answer with the movie of your choice based on the prompt. I'm going to do the first 15 days on this video, and then I'll do the other 15 days in a part 2 video because these take a lot of time. So let's go ahead and start. I like these are really fun to answer. Day 1. Last movie you watched. It was Evil Dead, 3 days ago, I believe it was. I wanted to watch all the Evil Dead movies in a row for some reason, and I watched the Evil Dead remake by Fede Alvarez, the 2013 one, and it's really good. I really love that movie so much, but it's so disgusting and so gory and so bloody, and I have no idea why I love it so much, but I do. I just enjoy every second of its gory mess. Day 2. Last movie you watched in a movie theater. It was definitely The Invisible Man or Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. It was either of those two, I remember correctly. Day 3. A film you always wanted to watch but haven't. I've never watched Pulp Fiction. In fact, I've never watched a lot of films from Quentin Tarantino. And I know a lot of people love him, but I haven't watched much. But I also haven't watched The Shining or Casablanca, which are other two movies that I really want to watch. And it's sad that I haven't seen The Shining, but I really do want to watch it. I just have to sit down and see them. Day 4. Favorite movie soundtrack. Depends on the soundtrack. If it's a soundtrack with no lyrics, just soundtrack, music, I would say the Interstellar soundtrack. It's one of my favorites of all time. It's composed by Hans Zimmer, the best. But if it's with lyrics, I'm gonna go ahead and say Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, because I just now remembered I was singing Black Sheep the other day while I was showering, and I just love that song so much. Day 5. A movie you like because of its story. I'm gonna go ahead and say Contagion. I know, it's sad. That movie, I love that movie a lot. It's really well directed. It has a multi-narrative story with a lot of characters and really accurate science, so it's really fun movie to watch. I wouldn't recommend it watching right now because it would probably give you anxiety over, the current world situation, but I do recommend it. It is a fun time. Day 6. Your favorite duo on screen. And I don't know if this means a character duo or an actor-actress duo or something like that. If it's a character duo, I'm gonna say Han Solo and Chewbacca because why not? If it's an actor duo though, I'm gonna say Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling because I love them a lot and they're really talented and have a lot of chemistry. You can see that in their movies. They've been in a couple of movies together, I think 3. Day 7. A film that disappointed you. I get really disappointed in horror movies nowadays, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and mention The Nun or The Curse of La Llorona because I think those two have been really disappointing and I was looking forward to both. Day 8. A TV series you think it's underrated. I'm glad this asks about TV series. I thought it was just about films. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm watching The Crown right now and I don't have anyone to talk about it with. I don't know if it's really underrated or if it's just that I don't know anyone who watches the show, but if someone out there watches this show, please text me. I need to know what's going on. I love this show a lot, and I think it's underrated. I may be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I just don't know anyone who watches it. And I'm gonna go ahead and mention 2 other Netflix shows that I love. The Queen's Gambit. I watched it a week ago, and it was so good, and it's new, and it's about a chess prodigy, and I know it sounds kind of boring, but trust me, it's amazing. And also, I'm gonna mention One Day at a Time, because I think it's a really underrated comedy sitcom, and people should watch it. Netflix canceled it, so boo on you, Netflix, but it's still on Netflix, so go watch it. Day 9, your favorite scene from a movie. I was thinking the other day about the I Am Your Mother scene from Hereditary by, that amazing scene by Toni Collette. I love that scene so much. I sometimes recite it for no reason at all while I'm alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that one. Day 10, a film that reminds you of someone. I'm gonna go ahead and say X-Men Apocalypse. It's the first film I watched with my best friend together in a movie theater. And every time I watch it, I just think of him. It's like our film. So shout out to you, Alan. Day 11, your guilty pleasure movie. I don't understand the guilty pleasure concept. The other day I googled what guilty pleasure movies mean, and there were a lot of movies that I do not feel guilty over liking. Independence Day was in that list. I don't feel guilty about liking Independence Day at all. A film I do feel kind of guilty about liking though is To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the Netflix film. It's a really sweet film. I'm not gonna lie. I watch it a couple of times when I'm kind of sad, but it's kind of guilty. I never mention it. I never say, hey, To All the Boys I Loved Before, I enjoy that movie. Day 12, an underrated movie you want people to watch. Cloverfield by Matt Reeves. It's a really underrated found footage monster film, and not a lot of people know about it. I don't know a lot of people who know about it. I made my friend watch it the other day and he liked it, so I'm glad I did, but people need to watch this film. If you like found footage horror, you'll enjoy it. Please do. Day 13, a movie you love its color scheme. There's a lot of movies with great color schemes, but The Last Jedi comes into mind. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. It has a really good color scheme going on with the white and the red and the black. It makes a really good cinematography. I love that film, and it has some great moments with the red. Yes. Day 14, your favorite female director. I'm gonna go ahead and say Greta Gerwig because her latest 2 and only 2 movies are in my list of favorite movies of all time, which is Lady Bird and Little Women. And she's great. God bless Greta Gerwig, honestly. Day 15, a film that discusses mental health. I'm gonna go ahead and say The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I believe it does discuss mental health, not really deeply, but it does, and I love that film a lot. That's it for today. We did the first 15 days. The other 15 days will be on part 2, so make sure to check that out, and thank you so much for watching.